season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. To the 43, second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tutu Atwell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to.
That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
3rd and long.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Prescott from the gun. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback, 59 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Here we go. Panther 60.
To throw is Daniels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready, set.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on. Hey. 70, give the wolf. Go.
Daniels looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Daniels. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
To the air goes Daniels.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott.
They'll get this one complete to Atwell.
His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Robinson up the middle.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Prescott off play action. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
Prescott now. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Falcons have taken the lead.
The point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. This to McLaurin out on the left side. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. A good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
At their own 20-yard line.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
This is Everett. 19, Tiger. 9, Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout. If this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the 1st half. Having the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
27.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half. Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 23-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
That's 79 Broncos. Bronco 80. 18 Pioneers.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
Tag. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
The score. Commanders 31. Falcons 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have come back to make it a 2-point game. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, here's the option. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They toss it to Pacheco. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down around the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play action now. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Falcons first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3/4 in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there. when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
47. 47. 47.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Open man, he's got Atwell.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back.
This is caught inside the 15.
Big yardage that time for Washington.
47 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So he's stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Prescott.
this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
19 Tiger.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Come on.
Here's Daniels. Going to look deep here for Pacheco. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of legs behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
This is 1st and 10. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Prescott. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Here's 1st down. Now Dak. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw, Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
second, 19.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into.